Hello, my name is Alec Angela. Today I'm going to share a little bit about myself. My adventure starts in a little town called Wallingford, Connecticut. With a town of about 45,000 people, there's so many people you can meet with different backgrounds. The good news is, though, there's not too many people where you're just a number. Some of the cool things you can do in there are things like go-karting and going to movies. So, the best part about Wallingford is there's this really cool place called the Trail of Terror. It's basically a trail where you get scared and there's people pop out at you and they're like ghosts, and it's a pretty awesome experience. And the best part about it is my friends all work there, so growing up I was able to hang out with my friends at the same time, go do all these crazy things. Growing up in Wallingford, I lived with my mother and father and sister. We were a really close knit family, but we had a lot of great adventures. We used to always go out on vacations and travel the country, and the coolest spot we got to go to was Hershey, Pennsylvania. There was a lot of chocolate, and there was also the amusement park there. It was a pretty cool experience. When I'm not in Wallingford, I go to school at University of New Haven, and I pursue a degree in system engineering. This degree in system engineering is very crucial because, it bridges the gap between what a customer needs and what the engineer can supply. And you'll see this a lot in space systems, you'll see this a lot in airplanes, you'll see this also a lot in helicopters. They're very complex. There's over around 10,000 parts. There's a lot. There's a lot to it. So the thing about that is at Sikorsky, even, I work in the S-92 helicopter. This is a helicopter that a lot of offshore oil rigs use, and they use it to transport the workers from the offshore oil rig down to the base that the workers are. And this is important because there's a lot of different times where a customer could want a certain helicopter that can operate in very hot weather or a very cold condition. So every helicopter is unique, and you always need to have requirements from the customer. So we take those requirements and we tell the engineers, hey, you need to do this. These are the constraints you need to design your stuff to. And that's why it's very important, because on something very complex like that, not one engineer can do it. There's multiple engineer teams. When I get home from work, I like to build robots, mainly because there's always a new challenge with robots. Every year there's a game called Vex Robotics Challenge. This year it was building a robot that can shoot a ball in a basketball hoop. This was cool because I got to learn how basketball dynamics work. And using physics and math, I was able to figure out, what's the best angle you should put the shooter at, and how many balls can I shoot per second, and within a 2-minute time period, how many balls can I really get in that hoop, and at what accuracy. So there's always a new challenge, and I love that because I like to use my engineering discipline to adhere to those challenges and to build new robots that people have never been built before. There's so many great things to try and learn. My story never stops here. Hope you learned something about me today.